Hello, hello, hello. I want to welcome you to the Transformation Agent for Black Women channel here on YouTube. I want to thank all the new people who's joining this community. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you're watching this video and you hadn't joined the community, go ahead right now, hit that sub button. That's a free way to support the channel. All right. So there's a lot of buzz going on right now in regard to Tabitha Brown comments about entrepreneurs. Let's talk about it. I had the chance to watch the video, and honestly, um, I see where she was going. However, I think given our current climate, our current space, I think it's important to add context, right? So there's people out there who are entrepreneurs, and you may have been an entrepreneur for some time. And as an entrepreneur, you're not giving 100% to your business. Now, there may be some reasons why you're not giving 100% to your business. It may be that you're not really committed to what you're doing. You hadn't figured out your purpose, your passion, and if that's you, you will always find yourself having bursts of where you may be working, and then you just fall back until you figure out that vision that is what it is. And if that's you, you need to hop in this master class that I got going with Graphy. It's sponsored by Graphy, so it's free to attend. I'll be sure to drop my link tree in the video description. You could go ahead and get registered to ensure that you get a spot. All right, so you do have some of that to where you may have been pursuing entrepreneurship for a while or been an entrepreneur for a while and you're just not giving it your all because that's not your passion. Some people think, oh, I'm an entrepreneur, I don't answer to anyone. That's the biggest myth ever been told because everybody has to answer to somebody. So you can't get complacent in doing the work. It's day in, day out. When you're working for you, it's not like working for someone else. If you're not giving it your best, your 100, it affects your bottom line. So it's every day doing the work. And that's why having that vision is so important because when you have that vision, you're automatically will on the days that it's hard, you're going to remember your why, and that's what's going to drive you. However, right now there is a surge in entrepreneurship among Black women, and it's not necessarily all of us saying, "Oh, I just want to be an entrepreneur because it's the it thing to do. It's glamorous." It's no, because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I became an entrepreneur by force. I worked corporate, and although I love what I did, yes, I didn't enjoy the politics of it, right? But did it, and honestly, what made me leave is when my body shut down. Doing corporate for so long, working those long hours, neglecting myself, neglecting my health, neglecting my well being. And it wasn't until my body completely shut down that I was like, okay, this is no longer an option for me because of the state of my health. And I wish that was an abnormal thing, but it is so many Black women who, for me, it showed up as systemic lupus. But there's so many Black women who deal with health challenges where they end up developing an autoimmune or a chronic condition and have no other option than to start a business. Or, what we're seeing right now, we're being forced out the workplace. A lot of people are intimidated of us and what we bring to the table because we are highly educated and we know what we know. And so some people are fearful of that. And so we're in record numbers, over 300,000, over 300,000. Let that sink in. That is a lot of people. That's a lot of people. A lot of Black women who, through no choice of their own, are no longer employed. And for some of these ladies, entrepreneurship is the only option available because they cannot get hired. We're talking about a market to where bias is acceptable. And for some companies, they don't want it. They don't want us there. Period. You know? And so if that's you, sister, if you've been forced out, whether it's through um, a company letting you go and you're being redirected to entrepreneurship, or you're dealing with a health crisis that's put you in this situation and we're like, hey, I cannot do this and maintain my health and my well being. If that's you, sis, know that your plan A is going to work. It will work. It will work as you get the tools, the resources. Right now, the resources I have available, as I mentioned, that master class, if you're working in the vision, if you've identified that, that's great. Let's build on that. In that master class, if you're in the room, you're going to get access to what you need to have that visibility you deserve. If you're watching this and you need access to capital, one of my partners, Hello Skill, every single week is offering grants to its community. Become a part of Hello Skip. Every week they're giving away $1,000. Besides the $1,000 grant, there are 10K grants being offered to entrepreneurs as well. A lot of the 10K grants, yes, does require having that Skip Plus membership. However, you can try Skip Plus for free. So try it for free, like it, and if you like it, keep it, and if not, that's okay too. But you'll have access to the 10K grants. You'll have access to the resources to establish business credit, obtain lines of credit. So consider becoming part of that Hello Skip community. You will also see the link for that on my link tree as well. If you're an entrepreneur and you have a budget for marketing, I would love to highlight your product, your service in my blog. That's something I've been doing for some time now with larger brands, like Mushroom Coffee, Anthro Stand Up Desk. Now it's available for small business entrepreneurs. Let's get the word out about what you're doing. My blog has been recognized by FeedSpot. It's ranked number 11 in holistic wellness, 13 in Christian health and fitness, and I would love to give you the exposure you deserve. If that's of interest to you, feel free, send me a message. Let's start that conversation and see if what you're offering is a good fit for my audience. But know that you will win in entrepreneurship if you're willing to do the work. You will do the work when you identify your passion and have that why behind it. You're naturally going to go full throttle in it. Let's uplift, encourage one another, keep a attitude of positivity. Because one thing about it, um, being an entrepreneur is hard enough, right? So regardless of what level a person is on, the amount of work they have to do at that level is probably more than you ever thought. So we can agree, we can disagree, but even when we disagree, um, let's be careful in how we um, communicate that disagreement because we're not a monolith. We are not as a community. We're not a monolith, and that's what makes the world go round, right? So let's uplift, let's encourage, and as always, you already know that I'm wishing you love, health, and happiness. Until next time, stay blessed.